Hello and good morning, everybody. How we doing out there? Thank you for joining me. As always, it's nice to see you. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Critic, Compound Concentration Coffee. We're here. We're up. We're on the air. It's your SunDaze edition. How you doing out there? Gave you a couple hours extra to sleep in. Monday through Fridays, we start at 8:20-ish, as you know. Saturdays, it's 9:20. And then Sundays, 10:20-ish. Gotta have the ish. You're never late as long as you have the ish. Hey Diana, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you in Facebook land. What's the good word today? Ah, nice. Always good to do a little run. Okay. I love it when I'm nice and I talk to people and I respond to them in a comment and I'm told, whoa, chill, dude. Whatever. I did get that message, Michael. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Okay. What's going on, Annabelle? How we doing over there on YouTube? What you had was BioTrek. You had Shizuka. We have Austin Woodward. We have Shane Roberts. We have Adam Griffith. We have a whole bunch more all in store. Austin, of course, kicks off our shows every single day, every single shift. No doubt. No doubt. Now, I'm going to jump over and take a look at a couple of things. Current weather. It's already 80 degrees out here on the grounds of the compound. 10:33 a.m. It is a little overcast, dreary, drab, and cloudy out there. You may even see some rain in your area a little bit. Tomorrow, though, starting your week out right, nice and sunny. Tuesday, again, I'm watching the storm. We're going to see what happens, but overcast, overcast, dreary, drab, and cloudy going into Wednesday. However, the end of the week, really nice. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. 4 days in a row. Beautiful sunny weather. Absolutely enjoy it. Also, I do believe I saw emails in there already. Yep, news of. Dot, 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 dot. Whoa. Firefighters in a Chicago suburb saying a 3.5 foot alligator captured after being spotted swimming in a local lake. The Linwood Fire Department said firefighters and police officers responded to Lake Linwood on Wednesday morning after members of the public reported a large reptile was swimming in the water. Now, the Chicago Herpetological Society experts with experience in capturing alligators summoned to the lake, and the gator was safely captured. Now, that gator, dubbed Alex by locals, will be quarantined for 30 days before being relocated to a new home at a licensed reptile park. They said it's unclear how the alligator ended up in the lake. All right. Obviously, everybody's hearing me well, I'd have to say. Looking, and the cameras seem good on my end. How's everything out there for everybody? Looking good? Sounding good? You hearing me well? Let's go. A little Manny Draper, track Too Far, out of some hip hop.
Hurt people, but we might have took it too far. Don't ever question if it's love, you know I got you if you do call. It's so much easier to run with the traumas wherever you are. Can't afford to point the finger, should probably tend to my own flaws. With what little pride I can salvage, I just pick up and go. Trying to sing to your heart, you went straight for the throat. Know you fronted the bill, but now we divvy the quote. That's time spent with nothing to show. Hard to stomach, I know. Manipulation, we didn't need to deploy. But you playing with my vision like you think it's a toy. A product of pain, your demons bleed through the noise. Nothing but a host you sent to seek and destroy. Just a reminder to play your mind up. This ain't no size up, and not a fair fight. Neither the body start to pile up. Let's put that behind us. No looking back or looking down. And forever to meet again, and they'll probably be on a cloud. It's the principality, love, not keeping count. My default is sugar free. When in doubt, I was bleeding out. Clear to see, nothing to see. Nobody to blame, hell with me. Hurt people, but we might have took it too far. Don't ever question if it's love, you know I got you if you do call. It's so much easier to run with the traumas wherever you are. Can't afford to point the finger, should probably test my own flaws. Just by a show of hands, who could really leave it the chance? Seen some good kids die before Kenny in the van. Grieving on the spectrum, they may never understand. With all that stuff sticking to the plan as far as where I land. So aiming for the sky, praying we're aligned. Don't pass me by, I'm alive on the far side. They got the means to move to finish in the start line.
I'm glad to hear everything that's good, by the way. What's up over there, YouTubers? I'm seeing 80 is in. Hi. Facebookers, I'm seeing 40 is. Hello. So the loss matters more than the win. Then living with regret like you didn't pull a pin. Hand grenade in the shade, slow dancing on the limb. For what it's worth, I do it all again. Hurt people, but we might have took it too far. Don't ever question if it's love, you know I got you if you do call. It's so much easier to run with the traumas wherever you are. Can't afford to point the finger, should probably test my own flaws. Manny Draper. Tune's called Too Far. Now I'm going to do Adam Griffith, a tune Worlds Collide. We're going to go into some electronic. Worlds Collide. That was a little bit of electronic from the artist Adam Griffith. Go to adamgriffithmusic.com to check out if you dig what you hear. Now, I'm going to jump down to hip-hop. We have Vibe Yard and one of the new tracks. It's called No Time for Panic. Here on CC&C, speaking of new tracks, just this past week alone, we had over 200 tracks added into our collections. Now, our catalog, we have well in excess 20,000 songs. Over 65 genres of music. A little something for everybody. Vibe Yard, the artist you're listening to. Los Angeles-based collective of veteran musicians, composers, and producers. They've all come together with the furtherance of the funk. And I love that fucking saying, man. There we go. Now, little Jamie West Orem. It's one of the brand new tracks from him. Now we're going from hip-hop into pop. This tune is called Eyes Down in Acton. Jamie West Oram. Again, the guitar player for The Fix. That little bitty band that's been around since 1979. They have like 7 number ones. They have a whole bunch of other great songs and material. Hell, the lead singer alone has a catalog, an extensive collection, just doing his own solo stuff. Now add in Jamie here, and yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. A lot of people you know, just songs that you might not otherwise have had a chance to hear before. Now I'm going to jump down. We're going to do some Rocky. It's called Ghost Town. It's one of the new tracks out of Reggae.
The busy streets are empty. Now we're panic buying bread from every shelf. Social media is in a frenzy for an enemy that nobody can see. We must go through the valley before we make it to the mountaintop. Ghost town. Anybody out there? Wanna know, how did we get here? Ghost town.
There we are.
Come alive, come alive, come alive. Your fear will disappear. Was there a warning you didn't take it? Were you too busy to see it coming? Was there a calling you ignored it? The preachers keep on preaching. The prophets keep on prophesying for their flocks. Politicians making up the answers. Oh, nobody knows which way this will go. Through the valley, we must get up to the top. Ghost town, can you hear me now? Wanna know, how did we get here? Ghost town, anybody out there? Come alive, come alive, come alive. The fear will disappear. If we want it, we can get it. If we believe it, we can make it. If this is a calling, we should answer. Want it, you can get it. If we believe it, it will happen. So stand up, do the right, make it right. Ghost town, anybody out there? Come alive, come alive, come alive. How did we get here? Ghost town, can you hear me now? We'll survive, we'll survive, we'll survive. The fear will disappear. Ghost town, everybody out there. Wanna know, how did we get here? Ghost town, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
There we go. Again, Ghost Town, Rocky Duani. Now, let us do a little Nick Gallant. Let's go to some rock and a tune called Late Night. great night. Nick Gallant. Go to soundcloud.com/Nick-35-4. Now we're going to jump on to some R&B. A tune called Get Loose comes from Vault 49. Remember, everybody, as we get closer and closer and closer, top of the hour, your JC's Power Hour starts. Hey, Ruben, how are you? Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come on. We'll find out what it is. Okay, give me 1 second here. Get Loose, the artist Vault 49. I'm going to go over to here. Tune called Critical. It's Ross Laura. Then after that, little Plaid Pants in Peril, bringing in Your JC's Power Hour. What's a good word, Jay? What's happening all together, YouTubers and Facebookers? Plus, don't forget, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, so many other places in which we're at. Monty, inside voice, buddy. Inside voice. Okay. So, going to be calling in the little woman to do her power hour. I know she's got some stuff to talk about, like he who shall not be named is being named.
No, she doesn't.
Name names. NFL has finally admitted, obviously, the dude's still on the NFL payroll. He's still a player. Even if he's not on a team, the only way the NFL could possibly come out and say this guy is suspended is if he was actually a player under contract. So, answers a lot of questions, doesn't it? Plaid Pants and Peril, a little global genius. No, I was just leading you in. Oh, yes. And no arguing with the boss.
I argue with all my bosses.
I don't care. What I told you, I don't care what you do at that job. Hey, you gotta settle down, buddy. Well, really quick, come here. Let Daddy get that. There we go. See? Yeah, I know. I think that was I wanted belly from you, but I've told you,
Daddy
buddy.
would move us down. That way I don't get jumped on.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Little.
Don't nibble. You know better.
No, if you want to play, your toy's right there, buddy. Get your
Good.
toy. Boot. Your toy.
Hyper asshole.
I get up and she starts walking that way. See? See?
That's fine. Go with your daddy.
Come on, buddy.
Where'd you
You
put
may
the
want
toy?
mommy time. You may want mommy time.
Well, mommy's on a show, and he is not small enough to sit up here and be my co-host.
Oh, he's not supposed to be sitting up here anyways.
Good morning and hello out there. And welcome to JC's Power Hour. For those who know not, I am JC. This is my Power Hour, where we talk sports, we chit chat, we say hi. And we start the show off with the very enjoyable song Plaid Pants and Pharaoh, which would be one of my favorites. So how is every little person out there today? How's it going? What is the world treating you like? That sentence didn't finish itself properly, but you know.
It's rather, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know, alright. She's the one who graduated.
Don't question all my decisions.
Excuse me?
Don't question all my literary decisions.
When they are grammatically incorrect, I will.
Everybody's a critic. Ain't he adorable? Don't worry, folks. He'll be back.
They're always, don't forget to tip your waitress.
So how is every little person out there? I hope people are doing well. I hope people are staying healthy. I hope people are just doing what you're doing. Doing what you're doing to keep yourselves, happy and or healthy and all that fun stuff. You doing that fun stuff? Pepsi. So, sports. Days are coming back. And it's a beautiful thing. It is truly a beautiful thing. There are a lot of little quirks and different things that we haven't had to deal with in other seasons and other years. Very understandable with everything that is going on. Again, players have the option to opt out of the season, for the coming NFL season if they so want, if they so desire. So we do have a deadline as far as when everybody wants to do that. Just so there has to be some semblance of, we need to know who's playing and who's not. I mean, again, it is a business after all. But we are getting there. We are making progress. Another another great thing is just, I see a lot there's a lot of questions, and I said this last week, and there's going to be a lot of questions, and there's going to be not as many answers, and there's going to be people being careful, and I get all that, and we should be careful and everything. But one of the things I see is there is a lot of positivity, and there's a lot of there's a lot of just almost like little kid in a candy store type of thing, that everything is starting up again. There's definitely we're gonna get through this no matter what. So one of the things I think kind of sums it up, there's a lot of commercials being played now. I'm assuming it's a good kind of work, though, isn't it, Jay? You got the AC cranked? Do you have a fan in there? I mean, right now, believe it or not, today it's not, knock on wood, it's not too hot because, hey, we got a tropical storm coming. Yay! Just when you thought 2020 couldn't be weird enough, let's go crazier. Let's go cray-cray. Oh, so that's what you're doing. Okay. I'm following you. Back on board. I'm following you. Oh, absolutely. But I mean, doing it from scratch or from sweating. Sorry, you know me, my mind might be wandering. But like I was saying, some of the commercials that are on TV right now, like when baseball started up, all different players from all different sports, the commercial was like, we're doing baseball now, and everybody, even though they're from different sports, like, baseball? Okay, we can do baseball. And they all, jumped on to grabbing you know, baseball equipment and even putting on baseball uniforms, even though that wasn't their team. Another commercial, one of the kids from the Miami Heat, you see him, like, you know, packing his suitcase and everything, and I don't know why, it just tickles me so much. The commercial, he's just seems so happy, and he's dancing along to one of my favorite Hall & Oates songs, and, you know, he's just packing up and getting ready to go, and, you know, it shows that, you know, it says, you know, basketball is back, whatever date it was. I don't remember off the top of my head. But just, you know, the little kid vibe, you know, that, yay, you know, we're going to start this. We're getting things back. You know, sports are coming back. Everything is, you know, we're trying to do this, you know, in the best way possible. And it just, that little kid feel right there. I love that commercial because that's the vibe. That is like the awesome vibe that, you know, I think a lot of us feel. Obviously we're not playing, but we have that little kid mentality that we want to see the games, we want these to happen. And now that they're starting to come back, you know, we all have that little feel like, yay, you know, this is going to start happening. And again, baseball has been going. We've had a couple of hiccups here and there. I'm not going to say we haven't, but it's I don't want to say, I think it's kind of normal that we're going to have little problems and that we're going to have little hiccups here and there, because again, this is a situation that we've never had before. You know, we've never played with no fans in the stadium. Certainly that's never happened. You know, we've never had this short of a season. You know, I don't even think the season was this short when it first started. One of the games was called because protocol wasn't followed, and you know, so I don't know if it was a panicky hip check kind of move, but again, people are erring on the side of caution and then regrouping. You know, there was talk for a couple of days. Should we end the baseball season? Should we suspend it? And I certainly am not on any panel that has any say in that, but I'd like to say no. I'd like to say we you know, try to move on, try to do some semblance of normalcy. And honestly, I think that not everybody is back to work. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of businesses are still holding people out, and I honestly think that watching something in such a public forum as baseball and basketball, hockey and NFL and WWE, when they all start getting going again, they might actually serve as a good precursor as how to move along, as how to get going, as how to, you know, do things. It might, I mean, let's be real. I mean, we don't want to, I don't know. I had a thought of where that conversation was about to go, but then I was like, nah, that just sounded weird, so I'm going to back up. But so I mean, we've got basically, depending on the team, between 7 and 9 games, 8 games average, of everybody playing. And remember, it's August already. I mean, holy moly, it's August 7th, 2nd. Words are not always easy. It is August 2nd already. So do remember, it's only a 60-game season. So every game is going to count. Every loss is going to count. Every mistake is going to count. And this is a real challenge for everybody, for all the guys, for the umpires, for the trainers, this is a big challenge because in a lot of ways, even though in a normal year there's preseason for baseball, that was my toe, in case you're wondering what you stepped on, chunk ball. Ow. Every year there's preseason, and then the first few weeks normally is, for lack of a better term, we're going to knock the rust off a little bit. We're going to get into the groove. We're going to see who's the strongest. We're going to make a couple of changes in the lineup and who's the strongest and who's what. And players don't have that luxury right now. I mean, you have to jump in there basically with very little practice and, really, you don't have time to knock the rust off, because if you take the time to knock the rust off, by the time it's off, the season is going to be over. So this is going to be a good test of not only physical but mental capabilities, that you could get yourself into a good space where you're like, okay, we got this, we're moving forward. And just keep the focus. I mean, of course, there's always factors, and any injuries are gonna shuffle those cards, goodness knows, but we are definitely going to keep a good eye on. I mean, again, case in point, one of the things that came out this week, Red Sox pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez is done for the season. I don't know. I'm not a medical person, goodness knows, but I've heard a couple of explanations on what it is. It's basically to do with his heart. They're saying, I've heard reports that it's basically an enlarged heart, and it's due to complications from COVID, which I haven't heard of in other people, but I'm certainly not a doctor, so I'm not going to say it's impossible, and I don't know how much of a danger it is, but certainly he's going to stay away from the game for the rest of the year and, take care of him, which is much more important than anything. And so, again, there are things like this that are going to, change the roster and, change the plays. Sometimes it's something minor that hopefully will be like only a few games or a week. Case in point, Chicago White Sox shortstop Tim Anderson. He's on the injured list with a groin strain now. anybody who's played or anybody who's paid attention to baseball, even if you haven't, honestly, a groin strain can be a few days, and then you basically could kind of work it off. Or if it's a severe one, especially, I know, I get it, especially in a game where you have to run a lot, keep him out for weeks. So that's, if I was the coach or the trainer, obviously he's on the injured list, and that's going to be day to day. I don't want to sound too much like I'm tooting my own team's horn, but, right now, starting off strongly are my Yankees, and a win today means 2 sweeps of the Red Sox. Get them brooms out. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. What, are you a Red Sox fan like your old man? Not a good time to be a Red Sox fan. Just saying. Just saying. Sometimes dogs look at you very sarcastically. I don't know why. Go pick on Randy. Where's Randy? Randy's awake. Go get him. You know who Randy is. I want to torment you, man. But, again, it seems like stupidly early to be talking about the standings. But again, we're 9 games in to a 60-game season, so it's not early. I mean, anything could change. I mean, this certainly isn't going to be the final standings. I mean, as far as the AL East, I mean, if this is the final standings, I'd be happy, but just to go highest and lowest in each of the standings, the American League East, Yankees are in first, Red Sox are in last. American League Central, the Twins are in first, and the Royals are last. In the American League West, the Astros are in first, tied with the Athletics, and the Rangers are last. But as far as the American League goes, that's the closest division, because 3 teams have 4 wins, and then the Angels have 3 and the Rangers have 2. I mean, that one literally could change every day. So, if you want to talk about, having to pay attention really close, that's the one you pay attention to. In the National League East, the Braves are sitting very comfortably up in first place. The Mets are in last place. The Phillies are in second to last place, only because they've only played 3 games. They're one of the ones who, games were delayed, games were postponed, yada, 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 yada. Up to the point where they've only played 3, so they have some catch-up to do. Same with the Marlins. It's kind of funny when you look at it, because the Marlins have only played 3 games also. They're 2-1. Phillies are 1-2. At 2-1, the Marlins are supposedly in second place, and the Phillies are next to last place. Again, no matter who wins or loses, look at the standings tomorrow, and I guarantee it's going to be scrambled even more. So that whole area is going to be up in the air until, they catch up on how many games they need to play. which is probably going to be difficult because it's a full schedule right now. It's probably going to be closer to the end of this quote-unquote season. But we'll see how the scheduling goes. In the National League Central, hey, look at those little cubbies. They're in first place. And the Pirates... technically, the Pirates are in last place, but they're kind of tied with the Reds and the Cardinals, so it's kind of like 3 teams in last place. Again, the Cubs are sitting very comfortably ahead of everybody right now, so... And a competitive one on the flip side is the National League West, because they're all doing really well. The Rockies, the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants, all above 500, each have either 5 or 6 wins. The Diamondbacks are the only ones struggling in that division. So again, it's, you know, a daily changer for that division. And again, with this few games and this quick a season, nothing is set in stone. It's going to change every couple of days. And again, it's going to be very... it's going to be very mentally challenging as well as physically challenging. And I think it's going to be... I think it's going to be a really good test of these guys. Hopefully by, next year, we could do everything on a normal pace. We could do everything on a regular schedule. I mean, we all know this year is going to have a big asterisk next to it in most sports. But that's what we do. We persevere. Whoops. Don't mind me. Let me see. This is, like I mentioned, it's, August 2nd, so this coming is the first full week of August. And while we are in the world of golf, while we are finishing up a tournament today in Memphis, this week is the first major that we've been able to do. Again, one that's normally done way up early. But we're doing the PGA Championship this week at Harding Park in San Francisco. All the big names shall be there. And be there or be square. Believe it or not, golf is another one that is very weird to see played without fans in attendance.
Okay.
You start. He was showing you his toy. You wouldn't think that golf is the biggest fan base sport, and certainly it's not the biggest. But there is that element there that you want the fans there, because a few weeks ago, God, I can't remember who it was, and I'm very disappointed. I had it written down and I don't have it in front of me, but hello Angel Kiss, how are you doing out there? One of the guys actually hit a hole-in-one in one of the tournaments, and he did not know until he got there. You know, until he walked over. And normally, when you hit that hole in one, the crowd will explode and you know that you've got it, and you know, the message comes across, you know, through the crowd, like, holy crap, hole in one, and, you know, comes through the crowd and comes to you, and you're like, holy crap, I did it. I mean, even if you have good eyesight, you know, to be able to see at certain angles, to see that the ball went in the hole, most of the time you're not going to see it just because of the texture of the fields and everything. So again, now you do you. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, as the expression goes. You smoke, I'll drink a Pepsi. How's that? But so I'm excited to see. I've been excited to see. I've been following it as much as I can. You know, I've been basically running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I've been running around trying to catch highlights, trying to catch how everybody's doing, and you know, again, it's one of the ones that I am excited to see coming back. Another one, you know, not only coming back, but now they're in their playoffs. All my hockey fans, all my hockey friends, you're hockeying a kite. Oh yes, Brian's okay, Nate. He's doing much better. We're just in the middle of the JC's Power Hour. You're only stuck with me for another 25 minutes or so, and then he'll be back on. He did start the show, but if you're not familiar, you know, I do a weekly show talking sports and stuff. I'll talk other stuff, depending on what you want to talk about. Think of me as an interactive game show network or something. I don't know. Think of me as somebody who likes to chit-chat. How's that? Somebody who likes to chit-chat and focuses a lot on sports. But I like to talk about pretty much anything. I'm a chatty kind of gal. Like I said, moving into baseball, not baseball, football. Let's review. I mean, there are going to be no preseason games for the NFL season. The first game is always a Thursday night game, and that is going to be September 10th. And, you know, with the full September 13th being, you know, the full Sunday, first Sunday of games. We do have a list of people, you know, some people that are opting out of the season. Some people are at higher risk. You know, either them or their family. So, some of them have family members who they have taken care of. Some of them, you know, I'm not going to go through every person. I'm just, you know, going through different, everybody's got a legitimate reason. I don't think I don't think anybody who's opting out of the season uh, has a bad reason. Um, people try to make the jokes. People try to say, there's a large percentage on, not a percentage, but there's a large group of people on the Patriots that have opted out this season. And of course, there's like, the teasing, the jokes that, Aw, thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate that. I think I hear the dog running through the other room. Oh, God, he's got the rips. Holy moly, dog. And off he goes. I love dogs. I really, really do. It amuses the heck out of me when somebody with stubby little legs like that can really just fly through the house. He has got the stubbiest little legs, but when he wants to move... Well, I mean, that's what I've been talking about a lot, Nate. I mean, I don't think, it's altered sports. It certainly has altered it. But, they're coming back. And they're coming back with a lot of safety regulations, a lot of testing, and a lot of precautions. But they are coming back. Somebody's having fun with the buttons. And on a purely selfish level, I am so hoping that the NFL, can do their season. I think the NFL has the advantage that their season starts in September, and like this whole COVID thing started, February, March. So I'm hoping that by the grace of God, we could get our season in. As a purely fan selfish thing, I want the season to go. Obviously, I want everybody to be healthy. But, truly, if we could do it safely and healthy, I want the season.
And they're already there, too. They cannot be any safer.
I think every day is unrealistic. And I think, honestly... I think getting tested every day not only is very evasive, because that's a painful test from what a lot of people say. I think you're going to end up with a lot of false positives if you do it on a daily basis. I think you're going to... I don't know. I mean, I almost think that a daily test might start causing other problems like sinus infections and stuff like that, to be perfectly honest. Like a full-on COVID test every day, no. I mean, checking the temperature every day, sure, because you could use the little thermometer thing, that zap, hit your forehead and, make sure you don't have a fever. And one of the other things I have talked about is we really... Well, they're getting the NFL's getting everything in place, shall we say. Again, even made stipulations for those who opt out of the season for, one of the players, not only has he beaten cancer in the past, but his son is fighting it right now, so, obviously that's a weakened immune system. So obviously... Absolutely, you do you, and you take care of family first. And some people in the off season have been caring for people, either in their family or there's a couple of players who have been really big in their community, helping those that need help, who are ill. Doing really good stuff like that. which of course ended up putting them at risk. So, they may opt out for that reason. But one of the things I have spoke about, and one of the things I really hope happens, is we're gonna have, and we haven't seen, I mean, I gotta be careful how I phrase this, because I don't want to sound like an idiot when I say it, or I don't want to sound like an ass when I say it. We have to try to rely on people to have, which word am I looking here for? I almost want to say self-awareness. I want to say maturity. I want to say responsibility, that you know what you've been around. I mean, of course, there's unknowns for everybody. You walk past a stranger in the street, you don't know if you're walking past a serial killer. We've all had that conversation. But I mean, if you've been in a high-risk situation. If you do not feel good. Right, exactly. Common knowledge, common sense. Unfortunately, we've seen the good and the bad of that during this I don't want to say crisis, but it's kind of. But we need people to be, exactly, we need people to be respectful. We need people to be just smart and help contain it. And if you know that you've had an issue, or if you know that you probably should stay away from people even for a week or two. I mean, if you've been around somebody who was sick, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get it. But say, you, just for a random thing, say you visited a relative, that relative is sick, and you're a professional player, give it that 2-week quarantine time. And the CDC is even saying that it's 10 days now, it's even less. You could give it a week or two, not playing, not being around your fellow players, so that they're not exposed to your possible being exposed. Then come back afterwards. But again, exactly, it is the common sense, it is the respect, it is all these factors that we just have to we have to, I mean, for a lack of anything else, we have to all be adults. I'm a mailman. I go to a lot of different places, a lot of different things. I see a lot of different people. All of us mail carriers have been out in this from the jump. But we've been being safe. We've been being careful. We've been being respectful. We watch for signs, and we take care of each other. And that's you have to be an adult in this. You have to just do the right thing. Because in all honesty, there's a lot of stuff that just hasn't been happening since March that's affected everybody. If you're not a sports fan, you're probably a music fan. If you're not a music fan, maybe you like, carnivals and craft fairs and, places like the Big E and stuff like that. This has affected just about everybody. There are very few people who don't want to do anything I mean, there's a lot of people who don't want to do stuff. But I mean, we all want to get back to having the option to be able to do stuff. And in that regard, we have to be adults. And I think one of the biggest things is, especially the way life has pushed us, there has been a long problem of, I'm sick, I gotta go to work anyway. And people will push themselves to do that. I'm sick, my kid is sick, they gotta go to school anyway because we're only allowed 7 days out of school for the school year. So gotta go. I don't care that you don't feel. Go. Put your stuff on and go out the door. We've all had that conversation with our kids. If you say you didn't, you're a liar, because we've all had that conversation. I know you don't feel good. Just get through it. You'll go to sleep when you come home. We've all had that conversation. Why do we have that conversation? Because we're pushed to do these things. We're pushed to not be absent from school if we don't feel good. We're pushed to not be absent from work if we don't feel good. And maybe this is, the world's way of saying, hey, you know what? Bad idea. Maybe we should slow down and take care of ourselves. Who knows? I'm not sure if we're heroes or not, Nate, but we definitely know that there is... I mean, we know more than anybody that if we weren't working, there would be a humongous void. There would be a humongous void of what we deliver, especially during this. People who are at high risk couldn't even go to grocery stores. I mean, we were delivering everything, and we still are delivering everything. And I'm not going to say it's not hard work, because literally, especially in the heat, oh my God, gonna pass the hell out. Hey, Bud Rich, cheers to you, darling. But, we're used to November, December, the Christmas rush, having a ton of packages and stuff like that. Let me tell you what, it has been Christmas since March. And it is Christmas every stinking day. And we work it. I mean, and a couple of my friends, a little older than me, a little more broken down than me. Like, one of my friends, his back, I don't know. I honestly don't know how he's going anymore. Seriously, I don't. I mean, and literally, a lot of times he can't. Sometimes he's working, nowhere near what he used to, because his back is just falling apart. It's a very physical job. Well, I appreciate you thinking. I did not realize that, sir. Well, number one, thank you for your service. And like I said, the majority of us know, most mail carriers, got into this at a good time where, we were, this is our career. We like doing this, and especially most old school carriers, you could easily find a lot of the carriers out there. We've been working, 15, 20, 25. I know guys who still worked after 50 years. They retired at maybe 53, 54 years service. So, I mean, this is a job that, like, you don't take, thank you muchly, Bud Rich. This isn't it's not a job that we take, because it's easy. It's not a job that we take, this will be a little part-time job. Nope. Nope. But, believe it or not, we're proud of what we do. I mean, even if we complain about how management treats us, I mean, every company complains about that. But, the majority of us are very proud of what we do, and we know how important what we do is. We're not as important as, say, like, doctors and cops and, firemen and stuff like that. But maybe let underneath there a little bit, keeping its supply lines going. Just the same way, never underestimate how important truck drivers are, who basically haul everything to every store. I don't know if it's the worst treatment. The post office is weird because we're federal, but we're not government. You know, it's just a weird. We're in a weird limbo kind of state. I don't know who was smoking what when, you know, the rules for the post office was made, but it was never forced. You know, email was never foreseen. You know, certain things were never foreseen, and some of the rules that made perfect sense 50 years ago don't make sense now, and unfortunately some rules have to be changed by congressional approval, and as soon as you get anything, you know, where you got to get that, it just becomes a clusterfuck. I mean, in plain English. Oh, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I have customers, you know, again, like Nate said, you know, customers get medicine. You know, during this difficult time, customers have been getting, you know, a lot of their supplies because I have a lot of customers. I have a lot of elderly customers, especially during the height of this. They couldn't go out to the stores, you know, because of high risk medical things. I have a lot of customers who have one, you know, sickness or another that puts them at high risk that they didn't want to go to any of the stores. So, you know, I take my job very seriously. I like my job a lot, and I do take it very seriously. And I do enjoy it, believe it or not. I'm exhausted a lot, but I do enjoy it. Summertime, though, is a little bit of a... Summertime is a little difficult. You want to do a mailman a favor? Stop asking if we have air conditioning. No, we don't. Okay? Seriously, we don't. Those very familiar little trucks, no, they do not have air conditioning. They were made in the 70s. They do not. Good Lord. Stop asking. If they had air conditioning, we wouldn't look like we were sweating to death. Trust me. These things were designed in the 70s. In the 70s, air conditioning barely existed and, you know, barely worked. Well, you're very welcome. They have like a fan about this big in there. And that's the best we got. Some of the carriers have actually put a second fan in there, but the second fan is dependent on having a cigarette lighter, you know, adapter so you can put it in there. And a lot of the trucks don't have a working one anymore. Again, these vehicles are old. My work truck has 207,000 miles on it. And he's still going. Poof, 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 poof. Mine's actually one of the better ones, too. Especially for the amount of miles it's on. It actually runs pretty good. Knock, knock, knock. But definitely has a lot of miles on it. And yes, Budrich, sports finally is coming back. We were talking about that. Hockey's in playoffs. Golf is having one of the majors that was postponed from spring this week. So that's big. Baseball is on average 8 games into a 60-game season. So this quickly, we're, you know, 1/6 of the way there. Football is on schedule. No preseason, which most people don't miss preseason games anyway. I mean, a lot of them are just for show. And a lot of them are just for show and to for the rookies and the new kids to make the last impression to get on, you know, the starting roster. So, you know, again, the kids and the new guys are going to have to earn their spots in practice by, you know, impressing the coaches and whatnot. And one of the things I would think that we're gonna see a lot more of, that we normally wouldn't see. There's gonna be a lot of shifting of starting players and who's on the sidelines and whatnot, simply because of lack of preseason and lack of practice before the season. I mean, which is fine. It's gonna show. It's really gonna show which coaches rise to the occasion. Also, Fortunately, as a Steelers fan, I have all the confidence in the world in Tomlin that he and our coaching staff are gonna make all the changes that they need to. You can go up there, baby. Look ahead. You want to go up there? Go up there. Careful, Jesus. I said go up, not slip. There you go, boy. Everybody can see you now. Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall, please. You're a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. What are you looking at? Oh, yes. Okay, I'll rub your belly. Yes, that's Mama. Budrich says hi. Budrich sees you. What are you looking at up there? Or are you just being silly? Or are you just showing off because you're regal? Is that what you're doing? Are you regal? Yes, you love me. I honestly think that's what he did. He's adorable. He really is. He makes me nervous, though, because sometimes he sits right on the edge, and if he slips, I'm always worried he's going to fall right in his face. Do not even consider pouncing on me. I have no desire to catch you. You jump claws first. I have delicate skin. Whoop.
What's up, buddy?
Yes, he is a good dog.
What's up, buddy?
He has his moments.
Where's my high five?
Like any dog, he has his moments.
Come on. High five. There it is. Yeah.
But he can be stinking adorable, let me tell you.
His adorable moments and the way he's come out of his shell have so wholly overridden.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, he's still he gets nervous.
He caught me over here on the chin. Like, he's got such a hard head. I was playing with him and, he headbutted me. But, you see how, for those who aren't familiar with the breed, this flat nose of his, those twofers, bulldogs have teeth that extend anyway, and they got a flat nose. So when they headbutt you, they headbutt you and they catch you. So he caught me right there a little bit.
Boop. He's
and then he just looked at me like, what was that?
He's my boy. Yes, he is. I love my boy.
But yes, he's a good boy.
Look at his smile. See?
Oh my God, this Must you?
Absolutely.
It was great talking with everybody.
Let that light switch over there. Like I was saying to the kids too, I do want to hit the antique places still today.
So hit it.
Okay.
Take a baseball bat. What?
Yeah.
But it was great talking with everybody. Y'all enjoy your day.
What's up, all? How we doing out there? What's going on, Bud Rich? How we doing, man? Nice to see you over there in YouTube land. I know we had Jay over there. We had Annabelle over there earlier. We had our Russian friend over there. Maybe we had a couple other people in, like when I first started the broadcast. And then, of course, Facebookers. What is happening? I know we had Nate over there. Diana, of course. True. Ruben stopped by. Linda came through. Yeah, see, there we go. All right. Let's check out a couple of things in between, since I know you're waiting patiently for your music. We got some Honest Day and a couple other things coming your way, and then I'll be queuing up some music. We'll also be getting into trivia, since I will be getting out of here early again today. Just got to get some little gitchy shit for the shops. So I figure, what's a better place? Go to antique shops. This day in 1960 saw Johnny Kidd and the Pirates sitting at the #1 spot over in the UK singles charts with Shakin' All Over, that being their only UK #1. Now, Kidd unfortunately passing in a car crash in 1966. Now, many acts have covered this song, including The Who, Zeppelin, of course, Iggy Pop, and even the Guess Who. Yeah. Now, in 62, Robert Allen Zimmerman. Yes, that's right, Bob Dylan, after legally changing his name, of course. Having signed a music publishing deal with Whitmark Music on the 12th of July of the year. It was engineered by Albert Grossman, by the way. Then, after an intense search, the bodies of Jim Reeves and Dean Manuel found in the wreckage of an aircraft. This back in 1964. Yeah, very sad, very sad. Now, the Beatles in 64 appeared at the Gaumont Cinema. One of the supporting acts for that date billed as a new and unknown London group, the Kinks. 67 saw Jimi Hendrix Experience playing the first of 5 nights at the Salvation Club in New York City. During that period, a typical set list including Foxy Lady, Hey Joe, Wind Cries Mary, Purple Haze, and Burning of the Midnight Amp. I like it. Alright, so let me go over to here. Little top of the beautiful Sam Ashworth, some Charlie Peacock. I got the trivia wheel open. It's spinning. How's everybody's head? How you thinking? Got those caps on right? Yeah. Last time we met, Facebook won over YouTube. Here's a question I think a lot of people might know. Who had the first pick in the 2018 NFL Draft? I mean, they were fodder for jokes for a while, so it made sense. That's right, it was in fact the Browns. Good job. I actually knew a Browns fan. Kind of felt sorry for him. Excuse me. Alright, this Scottish creature first spotted in 1933. Yet to this date, no one actually can say yes or no definitively. Here we go. There's a tune called Bowler Hat. Little Nick Gallant. What creature would I be talking about? right. Nessie. So many, like, legit sightings of Nessie. So many. I mean, from policemen to, like, higher up individuals. Yet somehow they can't find her. Yep. Nice. All right, Denver retiring the NFL great John Elway's number. Who can tell me what number that was? That is correct. YouTube making a comeback today. Yeah. A little thirsty after yesterday's loss, huh? Let's see, where are we at on music? All right. We're a little over the halfway mark. We could probably do another question. There we go. A unit of electromotive force is called what? I'll even give you a hint. It's a 4-letter word. Good guesses with what? But no. No. I mean, I could see why you would go there. Absolutely. Not what I'm looking for here, though. What I'm looking for. A unit of electric potential difference. There it is. Yeah. A volt. Good job. Good job. I was trying to think of a way, ways to say things to give people hints without full on being, too obvious. But yeah, good job, YouTubers. Absolutely. Nice work indeed. I'll spin that wheel over there. We had Top of the Beautiful. We had Bowler Hat. One from Charlie Peacock, one from Nicolant. Of course, that was my little woman there. All right. A little bit of country, a little Johnny Hewlin, a little John Connolly. This tune is called Escape from Music City. All right. This really a question? Okay. You'll probably know this one.
You won't let me answer.
Yeah, I know. What car was featured in the movie Smokey and the Bandit in 1990? Damn, 1977.
Let's get that one out.
I need coffee.
You want me to do one?
Yeah, if you unplug the orange cord and plug in the white one for the coffee machine, do you know where it is or no?
No.
Okay, well, I can show you. Yeah, I know. Hey, don't give it away the answer. And yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, it was a Firebird. Yup, now I'll show you which one to plug in. That's the one. Yeah, the one my brain's starting to engage, but...
Yeah, and it failed. I watched it actively fail.
Right, buddy? I mean, seriously, who doesn't know that car? Who didn't want that car when they were a kid seeing that movie? For sure. fuck, there was... Man, I still wished I had the chance to get it. I don't know why somebody painted it, but there was one around the corner from my parents' old place in Milford. Somebody spray painted the car white, but it was the Firebird. Myself and somebody else, knowing what we were looking at, even back then, went over and we were pointing at this car sitting on the side of the person's house. And we actually let them know, like, you know, what this car was. And they were like, oh, yeah, no, we bought the house and the car was left sitting there. Yeah, but of course, you know, we're kids. We point something out and the person found out what the car was. All of a sudden, the car disappeared. But who would spray paint a Firebird white? Like, even as a kid, I knew that was wrong. Alright. We are at 4 points. This track almost being over. I do have our question. Yeah, seriously, idiots, no doubt. I don't know. You almost gotta wonder if somebody, like, if the original person, did they do it because they wanted to keep the car and they were trying to keep people from looking at it? And like, no, you wouldn't do that. Just put a fucking cover over it, right? No. They used canned spray paint and they painted it. I mean, luckily you can remove canned spray paint without damaging the original paint. But it's a job. All right. I see we have a question over there, so I'm going to grab us another track. YouTube staring at the pause for the cause, doing a good job. Now again, because I'm out of here soon, what we're going to do, instead of a 30-minute pause, it'll just be like a quick little 15, 20-minute type of deal. Little Secret Agent 23 Skidoo with Saxploitation. No, it's not easy. It's not easy at all, but it can be done. I mean, I've done it, and I've shown people how to do it. But, oh yeah. I'm looking for the female singer who sang with Jesus and Mary Chain on the song Sometimes Always. Good. The female singer who sang with Jesus and Mary Chain on the song Sometimes Always. There it is. That's right. Good job, Budrich. Yeah, Hope Sandoval. Yeah, actually it came out, it was released in 1994 on the album Stoned and Dethroned. Pause for the cause haven't been achieved. As I said, we're going to do like 15 minutes. All right? Coming up on your 20, so I think you know what to do, right? I'll see you back here, 12:35-ish. Give Monkey a little bit of time. All right, that was Saxploitation. Secret Agent 23 Skidoo taking us into the Pause for the Cause. I'll see you all back here, like I said, 12:35-ish. There we are. Again, going to give Monkey a little bit of time. Hey, buddy.
Why did I wait so long? Look a little bit older this song. Holds me down more than one can hope to. They keep smashing familiar doors right to my face, trying their best to get me out of every race. Some days I feel like a prodigal child. Some days I feel like a prodigal child. On my way back home to a world that keeps getting cold. And I know every step I take now must be bold. Now I'm feeling strong enough to stand on my own. Today I will not hurt a fly. Today I will greet with my smile. Today, some days I feel like a prodigal child. Some days I feel like a prodigal child. On my way back home to a world that keeps getting cold. And I know every step I take now must be bold. Someday, 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 I feel like a prodigal child. Someday I feel like a prodigal child.
Love you too, kiddo. What's up, everybody? How we doing out there? What is a good word? Coffee. Coffee is a good word. What's up, my mama? How are you, buddy?
I was born in Panorama City, just off the 405. Scrapped my way to the top of the ladder. Took a whole lot of strength to survive. While my daddy played the guitar, and mom only spoke in prayers. Me and my sisters ran through the streets of North Hollywood, trying to hold on to the olive branch. It seems like every time I try to get ahead, I fall right back down on my ass again.
What's happening, my smoker? It's nice to see you over here on YouTube. What's up, Facebookers? How we doing out there? What's going on, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat? Coffee is a great word, indeed. All right. Hey, unlike yesterday. Yesterday, Facebook won. Today, it was YouTube. Good job, good job. Yeah. Again, is this really a question? All right, 1991, Ice Ice Baby from Vanilla Ice used a sample from what Queen song?
Could have had a vacation, Croatia, is it cause of bad taste? Is it cause of done time? All I ever wanted is a holiday. It's a friend of mine. Didn't want to cut grass. Didn't want to cut
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we gotta do it all again.
Hey, work is work. You got to do it, right? Pesky bills every 30 days need to get paid. The song I am referring to was done by Queen and David Bowie, Shawn Mendes in 2018, My Chemical Romance and The Used in 2004. It's been done by others. There it is. Yeah, Under Pressure is correct. Yeah, there's actually, according to that list, like 5, 6 other artists who have also done their versions of that too. Alright, we're right here at the end of this track. Told you. Good job once again, YouTubers. Spin that trivia wheel. I'll grab us another question. Dawn Bayer, one of the new ones on our list. Can find her through therealnashville.com. This tune, it's called I Blocked You. Alright.
Oh my god, this picture is so cute. Isn't that cute? I cannot wait to post this. Everyone's gonna love us. And posted. Oh, he's got a story. What the?
We've discussed this stuff before. Let's see who's retained. Who can tell me what element hydrogen combines with to make the compound water? Yep. Good job. Yeah, oxygen. Back in 2013, this individual led the Dolphins with 11 and a half sacks. Who am I looking for? Again, that tune was called I Blocked You. It comes to you from Dawn Bayer, therealnashville.com. Real simple. And I had an answer, but it's not who I was looking for. Oliver Vernon. Yeah, defensive end from Miami. Vernon breaking out of his second season with the Dolphins, tallying 11 and a half sacks He had, along with 57 tackles. Yeah. Good try, though. Good guesses. Good guesses. Now. Nope, that's slow. Slow's gotta go. Somebody say the 80s? All right, in 2008, this film took in over $90 million at the box office, yet still lost big money. What would I be talking about? Its release date was April 28th, 2008. Had a budget of $120 million, and its box office only did $93.9 million. Ooh, good guess. Not what I'm looking for here. A lot of good guesses, but not getting what I'm looking for. All right, I was looking for Speed Racer. Initial release the 28th of April 2008 in Berlin. Again, the budget was $120 million US. Box office only made $93.9 million. Yeah. All good guesses. All good guesses. Okay. Little Jamie West Oram. Yeah. That's why they said, made decent money, but not really. All right, this country music star admitting that she's a redneck woman. Who would I be referring to? Person I'm talking about was born June 26th in 1973. Yep, good job, good job. Gretchen Wilson is correct. Yeah, Gretchen Frances Wilson, American country artist, making her debut March of 2004 with the Grammy Award-winning single Redneck Woman. So yeah, I mean, you had your hit right in the question. Where is there a town called Monkey's Eyebrow? Yes, it's an unincorporated community in Ballard County, Kentucky, here in the United States. Monkey's Eyebrow. Like, where the fuck did they come up with that one? And on a scale of 0 to wasted out of their minds, how much alcohol is involved? We're right here at the end of this track. There we are. I told you. Monkey's Eyebrow. I never heard of that one before. All right. There's my learn something new every day, even if it's a strange fact. Global Genius. This tune features youth. It's called Doesn't Matter Where. Man, YouTubers are staring at the brink of the win right now with 9 points. Again, apparently you didn't like yesterday's loss, huh? This word meaning to travel around the earth. What am I looking for? Bingo! Good job, YouTubers. Yeah. Circumnavigate. For 10 points. And the win. Alright, we're halfway through this track. I'll be playing your kick in the ass. And then I'll be doing Echopraxia, Austin Woodward, and this is where I get off. Yikes. That's all right, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. It's okay. That's my boy, though. Doesn't matter where. Again, that tune, Global Genius featuring youth. Yeah, I'm out of here today early. You know, again, I have some stuff I have to do. And a couple of the places I need to go to, are only open till a certain time. So, this tune, though, Every win, you get it, of course. Whoever wins takes this track, and then they dedicate it lovingly, of course, to the losers. Little Nico Fuzz, little Barba Sauce. It's called Kicking the Ass. I think someone heard it. I just looked out to see her come on up.
I hear the song of my people.
Hey, I looked out over here just in case, and I saw you moving over, so I was like, well, she heard it. Well, he's still a little late. What was that? Because something fell down and landed right on the subwoofer and made a sound, and it woke him up out of the sound sleep. It's okay, buddy.
Ooh,
He's
not
like,
the claws.
well, he's like, his mom, you want to play with me?
Not biting. Not nibbling.
No, you get your toy for that. You get your toy for that. You get your toy.
You have no idea how sharp your nails and claws are.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I know he doesn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. He's gotten a lot better, though. He
Yeah, no,
stops
to
and
him
sits.
they're just his claws, but when he jumps, man, those claws.
There it goes. There we are. Hey, go get your toy. Daddy will play with you. It's in the living room. Go get your toy. It's in the living room. Daddy will play. Okay. I promise. Well, since y'all know what I've got going on, how about you? What are you doing for the rest of today? Decent day. At least around here. 79 degrees. Give me 1 second here, everybody. Now, a little echo praxia. Do the tune Erode. Yeah, and I'm glad the broadcast is coming across good for you, my friend. We want everybody to have a pleasurable experience when kicking back on CCNC. I mean, we average 47 to 50 countries every 4 hours. Not too shabby. I'm going to do Parasite. As the rain starts. My lord. All right, this is where I get off. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do appreciate it. Your SunDaze edition of Compound Concentrates and Coffee. Up on a ladder painting. Oh, joy. Always fun. I need to get up on a ladder and clean out some light fixtures. That's going to be a joy.
See
right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, peace, much love and respect. I will catch you all tomorrow. See you, YouTubers, Facebookers as well. You be good. You stay safe over there. Of course, we want you back.